It was just a matter of time for a tragedy to happen. Welcome to Group B Rally. Let's dive into the exhilarating and fascinating world of the Group B Rally, a legendary era in motorsport that still echoes through time. Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a wild ride. The Group B Rally, a symphony of speed and spectacle. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, a time when rally racing was more than just a sport, it was an adrenaline-fueled spectacle that pushed the boundaries of sanity. The Group B, a category that would redefine what it to go fast, always with his best friend. A friend who would lead to his success, but also the friend who would kill him. The name of that friend was Danger. The Group B was introduced by the Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile, FIA. The cars were associated with the international rallying scene from 1982 to 1986, including the World Rally Championship and regional and national championships. This era is often referred to as the golden era of rallying because it fostered some of the fastest, most powerful, and most sophisticated rally cars ever built. But why? Why was the Group B created? Well, the creation of Group B was driven by the desire to push the boundaries of technology and design. Just imagine Formula One with no restrictions. You can do anything. You only had a few rules and limitations. You had Group A, which had strict requirements for car homologation, such as a minimum production of 5,000 cars, maximum power limit, minimum weight limit, and total cost. But madness kicked in, and Group B borned, with unlimited power, advanced technology for the time. Cars needed to have 2 seats, and was just that. Feels like a joke, no? But was the reality back then? Beyond that, almost everything else was a fair game. There were no strict limitations on engine power, weight, or aerodynamics. Manufacturers had to produce a minimum of 200 road-legal versions of their rally cars. But here's the twist. The sky was the limit when it came to performance. No speed limits, no sanity checks, just raw, unbridled power. Speed and performance was the main focus. The cars, pure fire-breathing dragons, legendary machines. Audi Quattro, the game changer. The Audi Quattro is perhaps the most famous Group B car, burst onto the scene like a mythical creature. A turbocharged, all-wheel drive beast that spat flames and devoured gravel roads. Its secret weapon? Quattro.
If I have some emotion, of course it's the noise of the Quattro. I mean, nobody can forget the noise. Even today, I think we miss this kind of noise.
A revolutionary 4-wheel drive system that turned corners into mere suggestions. The Quattro's war cry? Fear not, for I have grip. The Quattro conquered stages, leaving rivals in its dust. At the Jenner Rally in Austria, it danced through the snow, finishing a staggering 20 minutes ahead of its closest competitor. By the end of the 1982 season, Audi had snatched both the drivers' and manufacturers' championships. But here's the twist. The Quattro was still a road car, albeit one with a rally heart. The Sport Quattro S1, a fire-breathing dragon with a shorter wheelbase, Kevlar and fiberglass panels, and a turbocharged heart that could make the earth tremble. Imagine strapping yourself into the cockpit, the engine growling like a hungry beast. and the world blurring as you hurtle toward the next hairpin bend. From the driver's seat, the new screen rake screams aggression. Glance behind, and you'll find rear seats that are purely cosmetic, a sacrifice to the gods of weight reduction. This isn't just a car. It's a time machine hurtling toward the edge of reason. And then there's that jump, the 1,000 Lakes Rally, where the Sport Quattro defied gravity, soaring 6 meters through the air. It's as if the car whispered, "I am not bound by mere roads. I am a metallic comet streaking across the sky." So, my friend, buckle up. The Audi Sport Quattro isn't just a car. It's a symphony of chaos, a thunderstorm on wheels, and a legend etched into the annals of rallying history. When you hear the roar of its engine, remember, you're not just driving, you're defying gravity. Lancia Delta S4, the turbocharged insanity. Delta S4, a car that combined turbocharging with supercharging. Yes, you heard that right. It was like strapping a rocket to a cheetah. The S4's acceleration was so brutal that it could rearrange your internal organs, a beastly creation that defies the laws of physics and sanity. Let's rewind a bit. Lancia, the Italian maestros, had already wowed the world with their Lancia 037, a rear-wheel drive marvel. But they weren't content. Oh no, they wanted to push the envelope further, to rewrite the rules of rally dominance. And so, they birthed the Delta S4, a car that would make the gods of speed themselves sit up and take notice. Under the hood, the S4 was a symphony of power. Imagine this, a 1.8-liter inline-4 engine, not just supercharged, but also turbocharged. Yes, you heard that right. Twin-charged. It spat out 325 horsepower, but some whispered that it could unleash 500 raging stallions if pushed to the edge. And when Lancia's engineers cranked it up under extreme conditions, it roared like a 1,000 horsepower beast at full tilt. The S4 wasn't just a car. It was a silhouette racer, a stealth missile that shared nothing with its production counterpart. The tubular space frame held secrets: long-travel double wishbone suspension, a single massive coil over up front, and twin shocks at the rear. The bodywork? Carbon fiber magic, with detachable front and rear panels for lightning-fast repairs after those inevitable tree-kissing moments. My friend, when you hear the roar of the Delta S4, know that you're not just witnessing a car. You're witnessing rally magic. It's the stuff of legends, the kind that echoes through time, leaving tire marks on our souls. And as you strap in, remember, you're not driving, you're surfing the edge of insanity. Renault 5. Turbo, the true pocket rocket. The pocket rocket that defied the laws of physics and common sense. Let's rewind a bit. Renault, the French wizards, took their humble Renault 5, a cheeky little hatchback, and decided to inject it with a shot of adrenaline. They strapped a turbocharger to its tiny heart, moved the engine to the middle, and whispered, "Go forth and conquer." Under the hood, 1.4-liter inline-4 engine, a pint-sized powerhouse that spitted out over 300 horsepower. Imagine a car with the size of a shoebox with the heart of a rally titan. The magic was in the details, a mid-engine layout, usually reserved for supercars. It's as if the car said, "Hey, front-engine folks, watch this." The rear wheels claw at the tarmac, and the turbocharger spools up like a vengeful genie, granting wishes in horsepower. And the sound. Oh, the sound. Imagine standing trackside as the Renault 5. Turbo hurtles past, a symphony of whistling wastegates, popping exhausts, and angry French declarations. It's like the car is shouting, "I am speed incarnate," the Renault 5. Turbo pirouettes through mountain passes, its rear end sliding like a drunken ballerina. It's a ballet of rubber smoke, gravel spray, and sheer controlled lunacy. The crowd gasps, the trees lean in, and the car winks at the apex. When you hear the roar of the Renault 5 Turbo, know that you're not just witnessing a car, you're witnessing French rebellion. It's the kind of car that makes your heart race, your palms sweat, and your inner rally drivers scream, "Vive la vitesse!" I can't mention all the historical cars, as you may understand. There is so much left unsaid, so much more to recount. It wouldn't fit into a single video. It would require an extensive series with numerous episodes. Think of more iconic cars, legendary drivers, and epic moments. Nostalgia envelops us, allowing us to touch memories, smell the gasoline, and hear the engines roar. Iconic cars thundered down the tracks, and fearless historical pilots pushed the boundaries of speed. But why did this fantasy come to an end? Why did it become history? It was only a matter of time for this cocktail of danger, adrenaline, and sheer madness to explode. What had the potential to captivate also had the potential to be deadly and even take lives. The fact that manufacturers had no limitations or barriers, neither technical nor financial, led to the creation of true rockets with over 500 horsepower, accelerating like lightning, these Formula Ones of off-road. The cars were difficult to handle. Now add to that a crowd that rivaled the madness of the manufacturers. At the time, there was no sense of danger as exists today. People were not well informed about the risks they were facing. It was just a matter of time for a tragedy to happen. Portugal, March 5, 1986, one of the darkest episodes in the history of the World Rally Championship. Nearly 500,000 people turned the roadside into makeshift stands to feel the rally's excitement. It was impossible for the organization and the police to control such a large human mass. Joaquim Santos, while trying to avoid some spectators, ended up losing control of his Ford RS2000 and crashed into the crowd. A woman and her 9-year-old son were killed instantly, and more than 30 people were injured. On that same day, the drivers gathered and issued a statement about the lack of safety conditions, with Walter Röhrl leading the protest. But it was Henry Toivonen who delivered the communication. 3 reasons were cited: respect for the victims' families, the absence of means to ensure spectators' safety, the fact that the accident was caused by the driver's evasion of spectators on the road and not by mechanical failure. Just a month later, Henry Toivonen, one of the signatories of the statement, suffered a fatal accident in the Corsica Rally. The following year marked the end of Group B. It was the end of an era of excitement and danger that went hand in hand. Today, we look back with nostalgia and respect. Group B will remain a reminder of a time when limits were challenged and the passion of rallying burned intensely. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, please consider leaving your like and subscribing to the channel. Thank you. Until next time.